Hello, my name is Joel Z. Williams. I'm the Director of Products for Peaceful Operations, Good Works Everywhere. Today, what I'm going to talk about is a mattress encasement. I was a guy that runs a company called Bedical Care in Brooklyn, New York, reached out to me, saw my videos, and saw I had a pretty sizable following, and noticed that I was an advocate of mattress and furniture encasement. For those who are suffering from bed bugs, I can tell you that mattress and furniture encasement is a very effective and sound strategy to control bed bugs in your home. Any place that you are sleeping or stationary for long periods of time, love seats, couches, mattresses are going to be a place where bed bugs will like to harborage. They like to be near their host but still have good access to them. Now let's talk about one of the reasons that I have not until this point officially recommended or promoted mattress encasements that are available commercially. You can find these things at Walmart. I've seen them even in the Dollar General store. And the number one reason that I've never supported one of those commercially made encasements is because they don't really know about the small size of bed bugs. And I've got some examples here because I don't think people really understand how small bed bugs can be. Let me back up a little bit. So there are 88 species of bed bugs around the world. 3 of them are associated with humans. So by and large, the large percentage, the majority of bed bugs in the world use bats and birds as their host. So when you're thinking about a bird, for example, you're dealing with a creature that has a beak. They're constantly preening. They're constantly cleaning their nest. This is not an environment for an insect that doesn't know how to hide. So bed bugs, through evolution over millennia, have developed really good survival strategies of how to encase themselves or ensconce themselves in very tight cracks and crevices. Basically, anywhere you can fit a credit card, a bed bug can scoot themselves into and hide from a predator who has a beak. So that's important to know because I don't think people understand the actual scale and the ability of the bed bugs to hide. So I brought this example here. This shows you, of course, bed bugs have 6 life cycles, beginning with the egg. And at the inception, the egg is roughly the size of 1/16 of an inch. And the very tip of that pin is a good example of what a 1/16 of an inch looks like. So if you can imagine, if you have a mattress encasement that has a zipper end stop that doesn't quite close all the way, a bed bug can easily, and especially in their young stage, they can easily fit through that gap. And that's one of the reasons that I have never endorsed a commercially available encasement. I think I like to use the analogy of having a prison, a maximum security prison, but that prison has one door that is unable to be locked. As soon as one of the inmates figures out how to get out of that door, everybody else in that prison is going to escape. Bed bugs are very similar to that. They use pheromones to negotiate and travel around, to move around. If one bed bug manages to escape that enclosure, you can be assured that all the others are going to follow them out that gap. And that is the main reason why I have never promoted a commercially available mattress encasement. Now here's another good size example that I think people don't really grasp until they see it. This is a picture of 3 sexually adult, fully grown bed bugs that they're not fully engorged with blood, but they're full size that they're going to grow to be. And this is a regular U.S. penny. So you can imagine you've got 3 full-grown bed bugs on here on the size of a penny. So they're very, very small. And that's very important for you to know that a creature that's tiny is going to be able to wedge itself in the cracks and corners of your couch or your mattress, and you're never going to see it. Okay, so let's take a look at the product that Nathan Kadich of Bedical Care sent to me. Now I like it right off the bat because I think it is sturdy. It's got a nice terry cloth smooth top portion of it, and the actual encasement part seems to be of a stretchy, kind of an elastic kind of gives a lot. I like that because it seems very, very durable. And this is important. The durability is very, very important. The two things that I look for when I'm looking at mattress encasement, the two elements that a good mattress encasement has to have, is it has to have, again, that ability to contain the bed bugs, number one, and number two, it has to be durable. Now, why durable? Why is durable so important? We have two studies that have looked at how long bed bugs can exist on one blood meal. I like to call these the East Coast and the West Coast study. The first study comes from the University of California, Davis at Sacramento. They basically said that an adult bed bug, or any bed bug that has had one blood meal, can survive anywhere between 20 days to 400 days. So over a year at the very outset. Now, of course, this is at regular room temperature and at regular humidity. If it's colder, of course, they're going to be able to survive longer. If it's hotter, they're going to die out quicker. But we look at the East Coast study from Cornell, Ivy League school in New York, and they put the average lifespan of at 13 months. So we're talking, so we have to, if we were to try to make a compromise between those two dates, the West Coast date is somewhere around 4 to 5 months. The East Coast date puts it out a little bit over a year. If you're going to meet in the middle, you're going to have this encasement on your bed at the minimum for about 4 to 5 months. So that is why it's so important to have something that's going to be durable. You're going to have kids jumping on your bed. You're going to set things on your bed that you're going to sit down on your bed. If you have a flimsy encasement, of course, if it tears, like I said, once one bed bug makes it out of that containment, the rest are going to follow. Now, going back to this encasement, I want to look at the zipper game, because to me, an encasement like this, a commercially made encasement, is only as good as its zipper end stops. Let me see if I can find it here. Here's the zipper run here. Okay, here's one, and it's completely sealed. That's good. There's no gap there in the material, no way for the bed bug to escape containment there. Now let's look at the end stop. See what they've done here. They used a piece of Velcro to that is how they're going to get around that end stop problem. Because see, let me move up here. And you can imagine, here we go with the end stop. You can see a little tiny gap here. And like I said, it only has to be 1/16 of an inch. One little tiny gap there will allow a train of bed bugs to escape that containment. So with this Velcro enclosure, this completes the seal. And I think this is a brilliant adaptation. And I will recommend this encasement. I think that this is generally sound. It's constructed sound. It's guaranteed. It's hypoallergenic. What are the other selling points? It has a 15-year warranty, which I find incredible. It's waterproof, hypoallergenic, and of course it's machine washable. So all of those attributes, but the 15-year warranty to me sets it apart from other encasements. I have never seen a warranty that encompassing. So I will say this for the record. I will give Bedical Care a thumbs up for the Williams method. I think this will be a very good choice. If you have, I think this costs $29.99 on Amazon. I think it's sold at Bedbugs Supply, Do-It-Yourself Pest Control, and I believe Bedbugs Central. These are all places that will send it to you next day or one day air. I think it's a really good idea, and I like it. One more thing I want to talk about. If you happen to be in the greater Washington, D.C. area, Northern Virginia, Maryland, D.C., and you have a queen or full-size bed and you have bed bugs, please reach out to me and I will give this to you. I actually want to see how it works in a real-world setting with real people. I think that I've said everything I need to say. I would recommend you to go ahead and get this. And remember, this is only one step of the Williams method. You still have to apply your Cemexa, you still have to build your CO2 detection traps and lures. So this is a very essential component of that method. Again, my name is Joel Z. Williams. I am the poor people's advocate. You will recognize me by my white hat, but you'll know me by my good deeds. Thank you.